Winter is coming, y'all, and that is not really our thing. So it's time to say adios to New Jersey. We're making like mallards and we are migrating.
Why can't it be getting like geese and going south?
Okay, it could be that too. Either way, we're headed south ASAP. Yeah, that's right. Our time in New Jersey about to come to a close, y'all.
Yeah, in fact, we are hitting the road tomorrow.
I don't know how it happened so quick, but it's already after the holidays and Victoria's contract is over.
It did fly by.
There she is. Last day. How'd it go?
Not bad. It was very long, but it is all done.
I'm glad you incorporated the mask toss when you walked in the door. All right, what's that? Travel contract number 9, right?
I think so, yeah.
All right, put it up there. Get it on the wall.
We're gonna need a new window soon.
Look at all those things.
It's kind of bittersweet. Of course, as always, excited to see new places, but I will miss a lot of the people that I worked with. Honestly, it's one of the best crews that I've worked with so far, and I hope to work with some of them again. On the bright side, this might be the shortest turnaround I've ever had between contracts. I finished my last one less than a week ago, and I've already signed a new one.
Now, this is the time where we would normally tell you where we're headed next, the whole but we're not doing that this time. Nope. This time you're coming along for the ride with us, and the one hint I will give you is saddle up, y'all, because we're headed out west.
Unfortunately, we did not get to all the places in the New Jersey area that we wanted to, due to the fact that I worked 48 hours this contract, and also due to the fact that there are very few RV parks that are open during the winter season. But we'll make sure to link the playlist up here so you can check out all the New Jersey places we did get to visit.
Yeah, there's definitely some places that we wish we could have got to that we didn't, like would have loved to gamble a night away in Atlantic City.
Yeah, and I really wanted to get down to Cape May, which is a really cute coastal community, and the southernmost tip of New Jersey.
Places like Vermont. Not that far away, and it's ski season, so that would have been a cool thing to do this winter, but unfortunately not gonna happen.
We actually really did enjoy our time here at Pinecone Resort in Freehold, New Jersey, which is one of the very few RV parks that is open all year round. So if you happen to need a place to stay, make sure you check it out.
And as we've mentioned already, winter, it's coming.
Oh no, it's here.
I mean, it's close. I mean, we've had some pretty scary weather recently. I don't know how we dodged that bullet, because the way it sounded felt like we were about to have a really bad situation on our hands. Wow. I don't know how Victoria slept through that, because I was sitting out here on the couch, and when it happened, it sounded like it happened on top of the RV. It was pretty hard to tell the extent of the damage in the dark last night with a flashlight and the freezing rain, so you get to come look with me. Wow. I cannot believe it didn't damage that picnic table. And look at how close this thing was to hitting the truck. I mean, literally a matter of feet. Wow. I don't know what kind of damage this would have done to the RV. I am so glad we didn't have to find out. Wow. Look at how close that is. Pretty much all day yesterday it was heavy wind and rain, but at like 11 o'clock last night, I'm sitting on the couch and all of a sudden I just hear this epic boom! And I swear to God it was on top of the RV, but I pop my head out the door and I just see this massive tree laying feet from my door. So we are feeling extremely blessed today, because this could have been really, really bad. Really, really bad. I guess I gotta call the maintenance crew and get them to chop this thing up. Wow, man, truck, you got really lucky.
The weather report for next week shows a big old snowstorm, and this southerner is not prepared for that. But we do have some tips and tricks for your RV for winterization if you do happen to find yourself in the cold.
We're quickly learning that fall in New Jersey is a little bit unpredictable because a couple of days ago it was like 82 plus degrees, and today it's in the 40s. So we need a little bit more heat than our little fireplaces are providing right now today. And we went to go turn on the heat and it didn't work.
There's quite a few things that can go wrong with your furnace, and the repair can require different levels of skill, but I thought we would start with the basics and just clean up what we can, because we've had this RV for a few years and probably haven't done the maintenance that we're supposed to. Down below our fridge and our oven is where our intake is. We actually had to remove this drawer over here, and we just vacuumed out over here. Outside, we removed the outer plate and just cleaned out in here. And it's a good idea to vacuum out all of the electrical area as well. Make sure there's no dust. Now, I think we may have found the problem. This right here is your sail switch. And if it is not triggered by the flow of the air, it turns off your engine that controls the fan. So it had so much dust on it. I have a feeling that it was just flapping back and forth and turning off our furnace. So let's see if that fixed the problem. Moment of truth. Fans on. We have heat.
You're a boss. Hey, a lot of trial and error looking, but gotta figure it out.
I also have to give a huge shout out to the RV Geeks, because on their website they have a very comprehensive guide on how to diagnose the issue with your furnace just based on sound alone, and it was very helpful on figuring out our issue. And just in time, because I'm pretty sure we have a freeze alert for tonight, so we will be putting it to use.
If you couldn't tell by the winter jackets, it got a little cold around here. In fact, below freezing last night.
Which means it's time to winterize our RV. Not the kind where you put it away for storage, the kind where you prepare it to live in below freezing weather, because this is the coldest place that we have lived so far. To prepare for this, we got a couple of things at Home Depot. We have our water pipe heat cable. We also have an heated hose, some foil tape, and some insulation. Now technically you can make your own DIY heated hose with the supplies we have here, minus the heated hose, but we already have this in place, so we're just going to use this to help warm up the rest of the pipe. And altogether I would say the supplies cost about $45. The hose itself probably costs about $50 though. So we're going off the advice of a maintenance person who lives here full-time in New Jersey, so we're going to go off of his directions, not necessarily the directions that come with the equipment that we have, because it's actually designed for a house, not an RV. So according to him, we're gonna have this little, oh, this is backwards actually. You want this black piece to be touching the metal, and you're gonna tape it up every couple of inches up and over. And then he said you also want this little black piece to be touching the metal.
We've got the heated hose hooked up. We've got the heated wire around the pipe hooked up. We've got the tape on the pipe. And now we just need to put foam insulation around the pipe.
Also, for those of you wondering, we did not keep our filter attached because for the dude that works here, apparently they will explode very loudly, and we've actually had one of ours crack when it froze before, so.
Yeah, we don't really want to go down that road, so unfortunately no filtered water,
but we do have a Brita inside, so.
Yeah. Unfortunately, because there's a piece of wood right up against this pipe, we're gonna have to kind of tape it on there, but wood does act as an insulator as well, so we should be good on the other side of the pipe.
All right, we'll just tape them together and I think we'll be good to go.
And final step is to just tape this foam on, so that's the easy part. But we got inspected by the RV park before we put everything together, and they say we did a good job. So
yeah, we did have a little correction corner. He did say to go ahead and put the
correction corner
electric cord over the handle just to keep that from freezing as well. But yeah, otherwise,
and we're gonna get this foamed up as well, and we should be all set.
He gave us a thumbs up, so I'll take it. Last piece of advice that we got from him was to put a little piece of insulation up here towards the RV as well. You can also use a spigot insulator that you can find for a household.
There are a few other things that you can do to be a little bit more prepared when it comes to winter time.
Yeah, number one, go to Florida or Arizona. Number two, you can also forego being hooked up to the water supply and actually fill up your tank. As long as it's filled up pretty high, it generally won't freeze unless it's really, really cold. Other thing that you might want to do is make sure that you don't empty your black and your gray tanks until they're completely full, because they will also freeze if there's only a little bit of liquid in there.
They do also make tank heaters. We're gonna forgo that. You can also put a skirt around your RV to kind of keep some of the heat underneath it.
Yeah, but that can be a little pricey. You can also run your propane heat, not just your furnace, your electric furnace, because that can help heat the underbelly and keep that from freezing.
And y'all remember the Reflectix that we put on our windows when we were in Arizona to keep the heat out? Well, we will be using those same Reflectix to keep the heat in while we're here in New Jersey.
I'll just be happy to wake up for work tomorrow and actually have water this time.
When it comes to Reflectix, we just got a big old roll of it and cut all the sizes down to the shape of our windows, and it might even help you if you get a little bit of Velcro to stick it to the windows. If you get that up in all the windows, that'll definitely help keep the cold out and the heat out. Well, we aren't exactly living lost right now. Like we said, we are headed south. We're gonna go spend a little bit of family time in Charlotte, North Carolina before we head out west.
Yeah, and we really enjoyed our time in New Jersey, and we can't wait to see what new adventures are in store for us coming up.
We hope that y'all are the type of people that like surprises, because we're excited to show you where we're headed and take you along for the ride with us. And I guess we'll be catching y'all next Sunday.